Saki.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm getting there. Let's go. Hold on. I'm getting in. All right, hold on. Let me explain. All right, so not too long ago, you guys may have seen where I saved an entire carload of Trackmaster and TOMY trains, and I kind of did it again. Turned out there was a second part to that. Yes, I went back and got the rest of the collection, so we not only have this piece, which we're taking a look at today, but also stuff like the copper mine and the box for it. We've got the Sodor rail yard. We've got the suspension bridge. Just stuff like that in general, but again, we're not talking about any of that today. That's another video. We're talking about this. Oh, oops, the wire's in the way. You didn't see that. That never happened. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're looking at today is the Thomas & Friends Motor Road and Rail, to be specific, but the TOMY Roller Coaster Mountain. And this is really cool to me since this is a set or something that I wanted as a kid, was never lucky enough to get or find. And here it is, and we're going to be unboxing it and taking a look at it and putting it into a really big layout together. Alright, so this thing, as you're seeing here, was released like this as the Roller Coaster Mountain. It was also in a very large set, which I actually think that's the only set where Oliver was available, in the set. So there was that one with Thomas and Rusty, I believe. And then there's the actual Playrail version, which I think is called the Doki Doki Mountain, but this one is my favorite since it has this little castle on the top, as you can see there, and the flag. And this should have everything besides the engines that you see here on the inside. But before we go into that, just look at this beautiful is this not so nostalgic just to see? All right, so the front has this really large picture of again, James, Thomas, and Percy going up the mountain and through the tunnel on it. We have the Thomas & Friends Motor Road and Rail logo here. We've got a picture of Thomas going down the slope there at the bottom, and that should be it, save for the title thing there at the bottom. I don't know what you call this besides the side detail, but this just alone is so nostalgic and beautiful and cool to see. The top the top is very much the same, but it shows a different angle. We've got Percy still in the tunnel, Thomas going up, and James going down the mountain itself. Let's see, what's the back got? All right, so the back shows a better picture of the mountain itself, and this time Percy is going up it. And again, there's a look at the castle, how the entire thing is set up. There's Thomas going through the tunnel that time. And here we have a little diorama which shows you everything that's inside of it. We've got the large piece, the castle. These are the slope area and the little flag that goes on top of the castle. And just look at that, ladies and gentlemen. How long has it been since you've seen one of those? The giant TOMY sets. Making tracks to great destiny. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Or they were at a time. Playrail kind of fell off, if you ask me. All right, what's on the side of this thing? Okay, it looks like it's the same picture. We've got James going down, Percy and Thomas, but at a different angle. Another Motor Road and Rail logo there, and I'm willing to bet the other side is probably the same. No, we've got another angle. This one is facing James as he's going down, and Thomas is there in the tunnel, as we can see. And, oh, there's something on the bottom as well. This is... All right, we got another little assembly thing. This shows you how the entire set goes together, and some warnings, boring stuff. Yeah, this is what you're going to be more concerned with. This thing isn't too hard to put together, but I do have some things to say about the piece itself. So, enough about the box. Hopefully that was a nostalgia trip for you guys like it was for me too. Let's go ahead and open this thing. I'm excited. Yeah, my throat also hurts if you couldn't tell. I probably sound really weird today, but it just has to happen. These things happen. We're gonna talk about this anyway. If I can get it out of here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. We've got the Roller Coaster Mountain sets. Now, as you can see, we've got everything here. The flag fell out, but I was sure to catch that. Gotta be careful since this one is easy to lose with the cats running around. And it fits pretty perfectly in this packaging. All of the things you see here fit in the middle. We've got the castle and the flag. I'll go ahead and put that together so I don't lose it. And the super large piece, which comes out like so. And let's get that out of the way, and let's talk about it. All right, let's start with this large or spiral piece here. as you can see here, this kind of starts at the bottom, works its way up through this stone cavern or cave thing to the top where the castle is, and will then go down a slope. And then right here you have this smaller half-curve tunnel, which I already went ahead and applied the stickers when I first got this thing to make sure everything was here. Thankfully it all was. Here we can see some #1 stickers on the flag, and this goes on the castle like so. There's this one post that's a little larger that just sits like there, and you can put it however you want, facing however you want, unless it falls off, on the top of Roller Coaster Mountain. Now, the bridge pieces themselves are this very nice brick detail, which we can see here, and is pretty much on the entire thing. And what is kind of noticeable, the curve on this thing is a lot smaller than most play rail curves, and I found getting this into sets is a bit complicated. Now, what I mean by that is a lot of engines don't like going up this thing thanks to the curve itself and how steep it is, with more than maybe 2 or 3 cars, and you know, they do like to slip a lot. This is not the best for traction. But that being said, it's the Roller Coaster Mountain. You can't really expect, you know, Gordon to pull an entire express up this thing and for it to go well when he goes back down. Like, let's just be honest here. All right, I went ahead and assembled it just so we could see what exactly it was. This is the rest of Roller Coaster Mountain, or the part that comes down and kind of catches the engines like so. What this piece is are these little groove things. So when the engine rushes down, this will kind of catch it and slow it back down to a normal speed. These go together like so. You've got these little pegs that kind of just sit in like that on this piece, and I believe the same with this side here as well. And boom, there you go. You've got the part that comes off a Roller Coaster Mountain like so. I'll go ahead and set it up real quick. That goes there, this goes here, and that's pretty much it. The engines go up and then right back down, and there you go. That is Roller Coaster Mountain, everybody. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, this thing does have a few functionality issues. Like, you can't really get many freight cars up it. It's a bit weird when it comes to making layouts with it. It's just not the most... What's the good word I'm looking for here? Adaptive piece. If you want something that can go into every layout, this might not be what you're thinking or looking for. That being said, if you're ready to build a layout around it, or follow a, you know, more kind of simple or already laid out plan, because I've been using the set that has Oliver in it, shout out Bobby, as a guideline, then I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. And that's exactly what we're gonna do with this thing now. Let's go ahead and move this thing to the layout and show some trains on it. Ladies and gentlemen, and with that is the Roller Coaster Mountain once it's put into an actual layout and put together. So as I'm sure you can tell from this layout arrangement, or the way it's set up now, this is a kind of built up upon or expanded Oliver set, or the set that this came with Oliver. I've kind of just taken that, built it up a little larger, and soon we'll be adding another set we'll be reviewing after this. But this is the layout for now. Kind of switched it up to blue track since the Trackmaster stuff was a little loud and hurting my brain. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is again what this thing looks like once it's added to a layout. And now I guess the only thing that's left is to show you what it looks like with engines going through it. Yeah, I nailed that. I nailed that wordage right there. That was great. Now, also in that Oliver set were these pieces here. As you can see, we've got this little windmill that, once stopped, the engines can turn. Let's go ahead and get James to demonstrate. Just like so. And I'm not gonna lie, these are probably some of my new favorite track pieces of all time. And there's not just the windmill, there's also Harold here. So let's go ahead and stop him. Send James. Oop. There we go. And look at that. Just look at that. He looks like he's about to take off. He probably will. Stay with me, Harold. Don't do it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I guess are the main large pieces I have, or important pieces I have from that set. We've also got the little engine wash It's kind of just pieces that I've accumulated from the large lots or from my childhood and thrown together. And boom, there we go. The only thing that's missing now is Oliver. You know, I'm not even going to talk about that. Shut up. All right, let's just run these trains. Come on. See, there's that wheel slip. There's that wheel slip I was talking about. Will he make it up? Come on, Jimmy. There you go. See, he did it. He did it. But actually, never mind. Maybe he didn't do it. There we go. Uh-oh. That does not look good. Uh-oh. Again? That's 2 for 2 right there. Oh, there we go. That was clean. That was clean that time.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.